everybody? Welcome back to With Words Fail Music Speaks podcast, where we fight depression with the power of music. I am your handicapped host, James Cox, and I have an awesome guest for you today. I love country music. Y'all know that. I'm gonna tell Mr. Martin about that too because I love country music with all my heart.
Awesome.
But let me tell you about Martin first. Lefty, as known as Lefty Martin, a
That's
band,
correct.
aka LMB, and his right hand band. Um, his goal was to become a strong local country cover band called Lefty Martin and his right hand band. They just were just a local San Diego band, a cover band, bringing good times in public places like Moon's Lodge, Elks Lodge, American Legions, and community events. They have developed over the past 20 months. They realized that their desires is to also create your own original songs.
Yes, sir.
Thus, the band was for the sole purpose. Lefty. Okay, so do you want me to call you Lefty or Martin?
You can call me whatever you want.
Not late for dinner, right?
Exactly. You know
Yeah,
it.
because dinner's the king of the yeah. So, so the reason why I loved you and your band is because you're a cover band, correct?
Yes, sir. That's
Okay, so
correct.
you're making your songs, and we're going to get to your new song pretty soon. But yeah, man, I just love your band because
Thank you.
before I had you on coming on, and thank you for being early. Um, you have 51 songs on your SoundCloud, and I love
Yeah.
them all because all of them are stuff that I grew up with, you know.
Nice.
And
Very
even
nice.
though I
Yes.
have an ACDC shirt on,
Hey, I love AC/DC.
yeah, oh yeah, everybody, yeah. But rock is not my number one genre of all time. Country is, you know.
Gotcha. Yes.
Um, because I was raised on country. Me and my sister was raised on country, and I didn't know this, but
Awesome.
her favorite genre is country. So, were you in like how did you get into country, and how did you know that you wanted to be a country singer?
Well, I grew up around it a lot with my mom. My
Yeah.
mom always had the radio going when I'd come home, records going, albums and all that stuff that we used to listen to way back then. I'd come home in after school and just during the day growing up, and she would have the music going. We'd be listening to Hank, Merle, George Jones, Alan Jackson, all those guys, all those wonderful artists. And she would also put on BB King and the Ink Spots, and we just got into all that stuff growing up. And then my sister and I were always, competing to see who could memorize lyrics, and I'm still horrible at it.
Oh, yeah, we all are. We all are. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I grew up around. And then my cousins, that we got into the rock scene and all that stuff growing up with my cousins, always listening to music. And then I got into karaoke. Uh, gosh, always singing in the car. And then before I even knew I wanted to be a singer, I was doing karaoke. And uh, after that, my wife, when we got married shortly after, about 2 years in 2008, she bought me a singing lesson for Christmas, and I went and ended up taking 2 years. That lesson turned into 2 years of vocal lessons from a local La Jolla Symphony opera singer, and she got me started. And then shortly after that, I met a fella that got me into ensemble groups. And so I started singing in ensemble groups in retirement communities, and we went from $100 karaoke system that we bought at Costco up to a $30,000 sound system that we earned and paid off. Just about 12 of us, just entertaining folks in the community.
Right.
And then my manager at that time, who was running that group, or director, introduced me to a dear friend of hers from high school, Ted Manson, from a local band, country band called the Ghost Riders. And he invited me up to sing with him about, oh gosh, I would say about 8 years ago, 6 or 8 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
And I got the bug. I got the bug bad, and I haven't stopped since. And then I would say about 6 years, yeah, 6 years ago, I was singing with him all over town, and people seemed to like my voice. I started working harder, and he was always touring around to different states, and I didn't have a chance to really sing as much as I wanted to. So I joined a couple of local bands that just didn't kind of work out for me. It wasn't as serious as I had hoped it would be.
Right.
And so what I did is I just formed my own band so that we could really start hitting it
Very good.
hard. And I don't know what happened, but someone was looking over me and
Hey, man, that's where it's
brought me
at.
the right guys for my level of experience, and we're just having a ball. And
Yeah.
I look at myself as a poster child for older guys like me that have this desire, but didn't or have the courage to take it on and just try and do it. And I hope that I can encourage guys like that. Hey man, your
Oh yeah.
life's not over. Just get out there and have some fun, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Your life's not over until you're laying down in the ground. You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what I like to hear, And not only that, but you in your band you have Mel Cher, which I interviewed
Yes.
like about a few weeks ago. Yeah, how's he
Yeah, yeah.
doing?
He's doing great. He really
Yeah,
loves us and we love him. He brings a lot to the band with his bass playing and his
yeah,
songwriting abilities. And he's just a very easygoing guy.
yes.
In
Very easy
fact,
to talk
all of
to.
us are.
Yeah,
And that's what we love about our band. We can tell each other and about what we're missing. You missed that note, or wait, let's try this. Do you mind trying that? None of us are prima donnas, and we just get along so well that there's no attitude in the band. It's
right.
great.
Yeah. From what I know and from what I see all the time, it's ego. Ego plays a lot in music. You get uh, bands that are like Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. I think he's the most
Yeah,
egotistical person
yeah,
back then. I'm not sure about now
yeah.
because he's changed. Um,
Okay,
I don't think that. Well, with all bands, it's yeah. So egotistical people are not very easy to work with. But I think
right,
what
right.
you said in your band, no one's that way
No,
at
we
all.
don't have any of that. And if you get bandmates in your band, I mean, I don't preach that I know everything about what I'm doing because I don't. And so for me to bring together the right group of guys that have various levels of experience in different areas, to be able to listen to them and us listen to each other is
Yeah,
helping us grow so fast. What we've done, all those songs you see out there in SoundCloud, we've done that in like
yeah.
20, 22
I think
months.
okay, yeah, because it's 2022 and 2023 songs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about I love about you the most is you mentioned the Ink Spots.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's a group
yeah,
that it's not very well known in the
yeah,
music category. The
yeah.
only reason why I know it is because I listened to Megadeth, and I'm sure you've
Oh,
heard of
okay.
Megadeth. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because on one of their songs, I think it's from the "So Far So Good So What" album. They have a little sample of the E Spot singing "I Don't Want to Start the World on Fire," and then they go
Okay.
into their song. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I know of the E Spots.
My favorite was a Java Jive.
Okay,
I
yeah,
love coffee. I
yeah.
love tea.
We all
I
love
love a
coffee.
Java Jive and it loves me.
There you go. Yeah,
That's the one I like. Yeah.
we all love coffee. Coffee is great.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Awesome.
But it seems like you have a eclectic um, vision of music. You said BB Kings and Ink Spots
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Safaris with Wipeout.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
read that you like the Safaris, and I do too.
I did when I was a kid. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think they're
Yeah.
the most
Fun,
fun group.
fun
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And reading through your website, your mom sang a lot of Patsy Cline songs, correct?
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
she
guess you were
did.
the
She
big
was very
inspiration
good
for
at
her.
it.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
had a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So was she in any bands or did she just?
She was just in local, the DAV, the Disabled American Vets groups, anything that was around that was doing music locally, she would go and participate and
Yeah.
hang out with people and sing. And yeah. And then when I started getting into music and had a karaoke system, she would come over and we'd sing a lot together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So it was a good mom and son days, right? Yeah, with the
Yes,
singing and karaoke. I love
exactly.
karaoke. I
Yeah,
can't
she
sing.
get
I can't sing with a luck, but I mean,
Doesn't
It's
mean you
all
don't
music.
love music. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I sure do love music, yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I want to bring this up. So reading your bio on your website, it says that you joined the group Silver Spurs. Was that your first band?
That was my very first country band. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so was that like an all original band, or did
It
you
was
cover
all
some too?
covers, all
Okay,
covers. Yeah,
okay.
it was just the guys I met off of Craigslist.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
looking for a singer, and I walked in with a notebook of songs that I had with papers in it,
right.
and that's all I did was sing. I'd walk in with a microphone, a hookup, and my little,
Yeah.
you know, book of songs, and they'd learn them, and I'd sing them. And then I quickly learned that, I just wanted more.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You just want to do your own thing instead of being told what to do, right?
yeah, yeah,
Almost, yeah.
yeah. And at least be with like-minded guys, that
Yeah,
want to,
right.
pursue it further.
Yeah. Because that's like the second most a thing that breaks a band is like different ideas and not working with
Yes,
your members,
yes.
And I
Every individual knows what they want and what they don't want. And,
right.
you just can't beat around the bush. You got to just,
Yeah.
tell it like it is and say, hey, I'm not interested in doing this anymore. I'm gonna try something different,
Yeah.
and
Right.
and that's just part of life.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And another thing that I found so interesting is you said that you offer a full band and duo trio options.
Yes,
So
yes.
whenever you get booked for a gig, I guess is what's
Uh-huh.
called now. So do they say that I want a trio or duo, or is it just like
Well,
whoever
some folks
available?
don't really know what they want. They want a band to start off, and
Right.
then once I learn more about, well, how big their yard is, how many people, what their price range is,
Hmm.
I kind of give them the option. I tell them what we can do. We can provide a full band for you for this price, and we can provide a duo or trio for you at this price,
Okay.
and both will give you great sound and
Right.
quality of quality, top-notch quality level sound and vocals.
Right. Right. So which one is easier to? I don't want to say. Well, which one is more efficient? You got your
More of,
yeah.
I'd say that the duo, of course, is easier to set up.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
Well,
walk in
yeah.
with a Bose
Yeah.
tower and two guitars,
Right.
maybe a bass, maybe a cajon, and a foot kick, electronic foot kick, and we start playing.
Yeah.
And so that's more efficient. But the
Right.
one that's most popular is our band.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
And people on listeners, when he says cajon, it's like a little
yeah,
box that you sit on that takes
yeah.
place of a drum set. So that's
Yes, sir.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
my co-host Blake, he makes cajones,
Okay.
so I need
Okay.
to order one from him because I love drums. Drums is my
Yep.
I do play. I try to play guitar some, but not a lot. So I need to pick it
Okay.
out up and play it again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep it laying around when, if it's
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
yeah, pick it
So
up.
going back to what you said when you said you took some lessons, some singing lessons, right?
Yes.
So me, I'm a bad singer. I know that for a fact. Okay. So can you take us through day one as opposed to like what she teaches you? How do you learn how to sing?
Oh, sure,
Can
sure.
anybody sing too? You know?
They say yes, anybody can sing,
Yeah.
but you have to preface with that with, yeah, you're all at different levels. Everybody's at different levels, right?
Right.
Um, you say you can't sing, right? But you can.
But yeah,
Um,
yeah. Not well.
uh, but yeah, at start, yeah, you may not be enjoyable to some people, but yeah, you can sing,
Yeah.
and if you enjoy singing, you should do it. By gosh,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So the first thing they're going to do is teach you, breath control, give you breathing exercises so that you can control your diaphragm, so that you get proper airflow. You're not wearing yourself out. You're not wearing out your vocal cords. Proper pressure. You don't want to sing with a lot of pressure. And going to take you through scales, learning scales and notes and certain vowels. Like I injured my voice, gosh, a few years back, and I went and saw a speech therapy person. I got a vocal coach that had injured herself back in the day, and she actually had to have surgery done on her vocal nodes, and she helped me get my voice back. I actually was in this room singing, and I felt a twang of pain in my neck right about here. It was just like a snap. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then I lost my upper range from about C up.
Oh
And
no.
it took me 4 to 6 months to rehabilitate and get back. And it turned out it's something very common that singers get, that it's from age, it's
Yeah.
from improper singing technique. What do they call it? Gosh, got me on the spot now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just not, that's what it's, you're just not singing properly, and you have to do the proper vocal exercise. And the most important thing a singer should do is to warm up properly before singing.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
some people it takes a little longer. And the secret weapon behind a good vocal warm up after you perform is to do a vocal cool down.
Oh
And a
wow.
lot of singers don't do it, and they don't have the discipline to do it. And that's important. And then proper hydration,
Yeah.
uh, all that stuff. It's just, misters, they come into play, all
Yeah.
that stuff
Right.
for
Yeah.
proper hydration and recovery.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have any like secret drinks that you drink to make your voice a little bit better? Because I've learned, I don't know how
Yes.
true this is, because this is from like a professional singer that I interviewed
Yeah.
before. She said pineapple juice works wonderful.
I drink a lot of bullet whiskey. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Well, that would be different. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
No, I drink those Costco hydration IV drinks.
Okay.
So about an hour before I go on, when I'm going to sing during the day, I'm always hydrating. The night before and during the day before I sing, I want to be able to, when I go pee, I want to pee clear. That
Right.
tells me
Yes.
I'm pretty
Yes.
hydrated, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So those IV drinks, those hydration IV drinks, I'll drink one of those about an hour before I sing, and I know that that's going to help me retain my water and hopefully concentrate it in my vocal cords. I'm no specialist, but
Right.
I know how to properly hydrate,
Yeah.
and so that's one of the major important things. Sleep and proper hydration are very important. So then I always drink while I'm singing. I always have a bottle of water, and I drink one between sets. And then, because I do a lot of singing, we've done
Yeah.
up to 5 sets in a row, and
Yes.
we've done up to 6 gigs in 4 days. That means in one of those days we did two in one day. And that's
Man.
probably too much singing, but
Yeah.
that's how much I love it. But you
Right.
got to really take care of
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Um, and then what's the other thing I do? I guess that's about it. I'm always hydrating in
Yeah.
between sets and um, the cool downs.
Yeah. So you said you did 6 gigs in 4 days. So I
Yeah.
imagine you'll stay very very busy with this
Yeah,
band, right?
our
Yeah.
cover band has gotten really busy,
Yeah.
really, really busy. And now that we took on the team approach too, there's three of us that are attacking our social media. And that's
Okay. Good.
another important aspect
Yeah.
today regarding
Yeah.
the age today, and then that's
Right.
something I just couldn't do by myself. So I created the website, I created the Instagram account, created all those accounts, Facebook. We've got leftymartincountry.com is our website.
Mm.
We've got Lefty Martin Country Instagram, Lefty Martin Country Facebook. We've got YouTube, same symbol or
Mm.
same name, and then
Yeah.
SoundCloud, and all that's out there. But the big thing is to really connect with people in the
Yes.
public, and that's the
Yes.
way you do that is to get a lot of photos and videos of people that you're having fun and you're bringing that enjoyment to. Because for us in the band, I mean, they're feeding off of us. They're feeling our energy, and we're feeling their energy, and that's what makes us keep going and
Yeah.
and gives us that energy to keep performing, even when you're tired. Sometimes you go out and you're just like, ah,
Yeah. That's
tired.
when you
But
drink
when you
a cup
start
of coffee.
thinking,
A cup of coffee and hey, yeah, we're here. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and I
Um.
can't drink coffee because it
Yeah.
dehydrates me. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. That's why you drink a lot of water and
yeah,
what you said before with the
yeah.
with the drink that you is it with the hydration drink.
Yeah, I'll
every
drink
song?
the liquid IV
Okay,
hydration
yeah.
powder drinks from
Okay.
Costco, and then I also drink this tea. It's
Mm,
like a peppermint tea that I
mm,
get.
yeah.
Uh,
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
Uh, so let's talk about your set list because your set list is very vast, and I love everything on it.
Okay.
It took me back
Oh,
in the
nice.
time when because I'm 44. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like
Okay.
80s. Um,
Mhm.
you're
80s, 90s. Yeah.
you got to be like what 32 or something.
I'm 60.
60, brother. You do not look 60 at all.
I am
You are
60.
you are doing a good job for yourself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
I've been listening into your band, and so I just want to say a name, say a song,
Yeah.
and you tell me what you think about the song and how you came to realize that you wanted it in your set list.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so Martin, I think it's Martin Marty Robinson with a small town Saturday night. I love
Oh,
that song.
that is
I think it's
that's not
Martin.
that's Hal Ketchum.
That's right. That's right.
Hal
Yeah. Okay.
Ketchum. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that song and that video
And
that brought me back straight to the video. You know, because I
yeah.
love that
Yeah.
video. How did
Thank you.
that come into your set list?
Um, I have a friend, and she loved that song,
Yeah.
and so she would come over to my house, and we learned it together. And then this was before I even had the band, and I presented it to the band. Like many of the songs that we started out with, they're basically a lot of the songs that I had already performed and loved. And
Right.
then with my bandmates, especially my drummer, we came in with all these different songs that we knew and loved. And it's the energy in the song that made us want it in the set list.
Mm-hmm.
That song has good energy and it's a good dance song.
Very
And
good.
we are basically a country dance band. And we want to give people a variety of that. We want to give them the waltzes, the two steps, the cha-chas, the cowboy cha-chas, all that stuff. We want to be able to swing. We want to be able to give them all that. And so when we put a song in our set list in Lefty Martin band, it's not there. It's not just thrown in there.
Right.
We think about every song in the set list and the position that it's in the set list.
Okay.
And there's a method. It's called, my drummer introduced me to it. It's called the Tom Jackson method of creating a concert or a set
Oh
list.
wow.
And
Right.
it starts out at a medium level and then it builds up to a peak, comes back down. So if you look at it as like a sine wave, your
Yeah.
set list or a set is doing that probably twice. It's going
Right.
up and down, up, down. And we bring them way down, like for the slow waltz,
Yeah.
some Chris Stapleton, Tennessee
Like
whiskey, and then we
like Vince
start
Gill,
bringing it right.
because I know Vince Gill is your set list, and Vince Gill is a wonderful thing to tone it down
Yes.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you come around, that's his song. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love Vince
Yes.
Gill. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I guess chicken fried would be like a
yeah.
higher, like a more
Mid-level,
dance.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
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 yeah. I'd say high, maybe 4 plus. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a song that here. Okay, so here's another song that brought me back into time. It's here's chord for someone who cares by Travis
Yeah.
Tritt.
Yeah. I love
So
Travis Tritt.
yeah, so what inspired you to add that to your set list?
Um, well, being in a band, yes, I am the lead singer, but I'm not the end all. We've got other members in the band that want to sing.
Right.
And so my drummer and my bass player are the other two singers. But Corey's been with me longer than the current bass player, and he's got a nice voice. He's got the whiskey voice. I've got
Okay.
the crooner
Yeah.
voice, and he's got the whiskey voice. So on that song, he's singing the Travis Tritt part, and I'm doing the backing vocals on that
Got
one.
it.
Same thing with Tennessee Whiskey, and some of those other. The Devil Always Made Me Think Twice. Chris
Right.
Stapleton. He's got that strong whiskey voice.
Right. Yeah, because I know that Luke Combs made it in your thing. I love Luke Combs. You
Yes,
know,
yeah, I do
he's
too. He's
great
a
too.
wonderful artist.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a new song called "Who's Going to Teach Them,"
Yes,
and
sir.
correct me if I'm wrong, but that came out on Father's Day.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's when we released it. Probably maybe a day before, but yeah,
Right.
it was for Father's Day.
And from what I read on your bio, it's about a son a father in your band, his son said, "Why can you write me a song?" Correct,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
came out right.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so yeah. So can you tell us more about it?
Sure. We were when we decided to break away from just take a break from covers, which of course was earlier this year.
Yeah,
We decided to start coming in with some riffs. Anybody, we just said, okay, anybody got any riffs that they're playing that they like? Anybody got any lyrics that they've written? Any whatever you got. Let's have a session. Bring your stuff in. Let's have a brainstorming session and just start throwing some stuff out there so that we can establish a process. And out of that process, which we're still honing, we're still pretty young
yeah,
as a band. Corey came in with this full-on song, and he's been writing for a long time. And he came in with it on acoustic guitar. He sent it to us, and we listened to it. We just instantly fell in love with it.
yeah,
This father and son relationship and how to raise a son, to be a strong individual and be able to take his good learning and his character to pass it on to his kid,
yeah,
and that's really important. And so that's what that song is all about. It's for all those fathers and even mothers out there that love their kids, because there's a lot of mothers out there that are raising their sons as a father. Okay,
right,
and I
yeah,
was one of those, so I know what that's like. Some of us parents out there, whether we be a single mom or dad, we're raising our kids on our own sometimes, and so you
yeah,
have to be both parents. And
yeah,
so I look at it that way as well. But when Corey came in with that song, we all just brainstormed it, started adding different instruments. A lot of my musicians, I'm lucky and blessed to have them in my band
yeah,
because they're able to just use their ears and create from what they're hearing from what Corey brought in, and that what you hear there on who's going to teach him is the product of that, and we're very proud of it. We were a little bit rushed to get it out, and being that it's our first song, when you as an artist you start listening to it more critically after a while, and
yeah,
I would have liked to have had more time to
right.
go and fix these things, but from what my bandmates tell me, let's just get it out there.
Just
And
do it. Yeah.
yeah, let's just do
Well,
it. And
but I think that's with everything because when you create something,
yeah,
you always want it to be better, bigger, faster,
yes,
more, But
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
less is
yeah.
more.
Hey, you're
So,
right. You're so right,
yeah,
especially in music. Yes.
yeah. And that song is a just a feel good song about your dad, your mom,
Yeah.
whoever
Yeah.
will raise you. So I thank your band and you for making that song.
Well,
Because
thank
that's a
you.
really, really special song that I think everybody should hear.
Oh, yeah,
And
it is nice.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Great
Go,
questions, James.
going to this.
Uh-huh.
Thank you again, because I'm, yeah, I like to think that I ask good questions sometimes, but I don't know if I do or not. So thank you for that. Yeah.
You're doing great.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Besides country, what is
Yeah.
your okay? So country is your favorite genre, right?
Yeah.
Of all
Yeah.
time. What's
Hmm.
your second favorite?
It'd be classic rock.
Classic rock, like
Yeah, classic
Boston
rock.
and
Yeah, the
and all
Eagles. I
them
love the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
yeah.
love the Eagles. Yeah.
Eagle.
Who doesn't,
I well, I'm sure you know this by now, but Vince Gill is part of the Eagles.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
heard he's doing an amazing job with it. And I
Yes.
would just love Vince Gill because
Yeah.
he took Don Fry's place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he's doing awesome.
yeah. Have you seen the Eagles at all? Like
Oh,
like
yes. In
okay,
concert.
okay, so
Yes,
okay,
sir.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
my
Yeah.
wife and I went and saw them. They were great.
Uh, So what's the best concert you've ever been to since we're on the subject?
Best concert.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a hard choice. Because I've been to multiple concerts, in the past. Because I don't know,
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
I went to I've seen the Eagles. I've seen Toby Keith, which is amazing.
Great.
Uh,
Yes, yes.
I would I love Randall King too. Randall King is amazing. I would say I love his energy. I can't really say there's a best concert. I would say in
Okay.
the last, maybe I can give you this. In the last 10 years, my favorite concert has probably been the Chris Stapleton concert. at
Mm,
the arena in Nashville
uh,
with him and his wife. That man, woo,
right.
he's smoking. He's
Yeah,
smoking. I love
that's one thing I
listening to
wanted to
him.
do with before I died is go see him in any kind of
Yeah,
capacity of concert, you know.
yeah.
Cause he I don't know if you watched. I think it was last year's Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Yes,
He did an
his
amazing
national.
job of
Oh,
America the Beautiful. I think it's song, you know.
yeah,
But
national anthem. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
okay, so are you ready for the two hardest questions I will ask you tonight?
Okay,
I told you
okay.
one
Bring
before,
it.
so but this is two. So all
Bring
right,
it.
so it's fairly easy, but it's hard because I want to make you think about them.
All right.
So Mount Rushmore, you have four main people, right? So what I want to ask you is, who are your four Mount Rushmore bands that you can think of?
Mount Rushmore bands.
Yeah, top four bands of all time.
Oh, okay. Top four, top four bands of all
Yeah,
time.
that's another hard question.
Yes, I love Brooks and Dunn.
Great band.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, great band. Um, Definitely Eagles.
Two. Eagles is great
Um,
too.
Gosh,
I know I'm kind of painting you in the corner or not.
yes, you are.
Yeah,
You are.
yeah.
Um, Leonard Skinner. I love
Ooh,
Leonard Skinner. Yeah.
great. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I guess I'd have to say the Mavericks. I love the Mavericks.
Mavericks, great.
Yeah, yeah.
You just brought up something that I want to talk to you about.
Oh, okay.
We'll ask a question, really. What's one song that you can live without? You said Leonard Skinner. I've been to a lot of bars, you know, during my 20s and 30s.
Yes.
Leonard Skinner's Freebird. I would be okay if I never heard it again. You know what I'm saying? It's because every
Yeah.
time I go into the bar, Freebird, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
And it just, it's a beautiful song.
it's a great song.
It's iconic,
Yeah,
but people always fall back on that. Hey, play Freebird, play
yeah,
Freebird.
right, yeah.
But for
That's
bands, it's like most bands, they're just like, no, sorry, we're not going to do it.
right,
Unless you
yeah,
throw down
yeah.
$100 bill or more.
Yeah, that's kind of like Stairway to Heaven, you know. I mean, there's a long song,
There's
you
nothing
know.
wrong with that song. It's like listening to the chicken song, chicken
Right,
dance song. You've heard
yeah,
it so many times that,
right. So, what's
but
one song that you could live without?
you gotta play things that people want to hear,
Right,
and being in a band, and sometimes that's things you don't necessarily like, and we
right.
realize that as a band.
Or you could
Um,
say, we don't know how to play that song. That'll get you out.
yeah,
You know?
one song I could do without.
Yeah.
Um, Gosh,
Because I know ACDC all has bangers, so I know it's not ACDC songs, you know?
yeah.
Because they're killing it, you know? Even though, yeah.
I think it would be. It's not necessary. You want one song, or do you want me to give you a group?
As much as you want to tell me.
Okay.
You,
I guess it would be songs. I like songs that promote healthy community,
yeah,
and I don't like songs that promote unhealthy community.
yeah,
All the, you know, serious songs with profanity and stuff in it. But there is a place for that, and there is a a comedy to some of that, and it's just hard to say it on the air. Just
yeah.
songs that don't promote a good community, I would
Right.
say.
That's
And
fair.
then if one song I could live without.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll give you one song I could live without in our set list right now.
Okay.
Maybe would
Yeah, because I mean,
be,
y'all got some great songs. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of hard to choose,
I,
but
I guess it would be for us. For me as a band, would be Chicken Fried,
okay. Yeah. All
because
right.
we don't we
Yeah.
don't play it that well.
Oh, okay. No, no. Y'all not good
Yeah,
at the part too. Yeah,
yeah.
but I understand. And, you know, chicken fried is a staple because a lot of people want to hear it.
Yes,
But
yes.
you as a musician, you're like, oh my god, and I get it because one of my friends, singers, doesn't like the song Wagon Wheel. She
Oh,
hates Wagon
yeah.
Wheel.
You know, every band has that. It's like these
Yeah,
songs that you play a million times, Wagon Wheel, Neon Moon.
yeah,
But when I do get a request for Neon Moon, I don't balk at it because I love to sing that song.
yes, and
Uh,
that's I think that's what Brooks and Dunn, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep,
Brooks and Dunn.
yep. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I got the last question ever for you.
Okay. Okay.
Harder
Okay.
than the four. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. So if you could tell me a band or a song or a uh, album
Yeah.
that you can hear, but you can't tell me or your mom or your band members how it makes you feel deep inside your soul,
So a song or an album on how it makes me feel deep inside my soul.
or just like artists,
Yeah.
like it's so it means so much to you that you can't explain how it makes you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Emotional.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I got a few of them, but
Yeah. I mean the Vince Gill,
mm,
he's got some powerful songs.
he does.
I love a lot of his music. That Whenever You Come Around is moving. I
Yep.
love that song.
Yeah.
Um,
And not a lot of people know that he sings in what is it, the Little League Prairie Dogs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amy, which one? I don't
Oh,
think a lot of
Amy. I
people.
love Amy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amy is a
yeah,
great song
yeah.
too. Yeah.
The Prairie League. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
But I guess
yeah.
Vince Gill would be your emotional.
Uh, yes, I would say that
Yeah.
that's probably the one that comes to mind is Vince Gill at
That's a
this
good pick
point.
because he has an
Yeah.
amazing voice.
Yes, he does. He's
I
got
mean, yeah.
wonderful
Yeah,
voice.
not a lot of people can mimic that.
No, no,
So
they can't.
it's the same
He's
with
got
Chris
some.
Cornell.
He's got a range on
So
him.
yes, he does. Yes, he does. So all right. Well, yeah. So for all of my listeners today, I thank you for joining me in this conversation with
Thank you.
Lefty Martin. And
Yes.
before you go, I want to give you a shout out to leftymartincountry.com. We are on TikTok. Let me preface that.
We're not on
TikTok.
TikTok, but
Okay.
yeah, we're
Okay.
on Instagram,
Everything
YouTube,
else.
everything else. Yeah,
Okay.
we should
Yeah.
probably get on TikTok from
I
what
don't
I
understand
understand.
TikTok. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I'm 44 years old, so
Yeah,
whatever. So
yeah, we'll get there someday.
yeah. And you have some amazing videos on your YouTube channel. How
Thank you,
often
thank you.
do you upload? Because I see
You
you have some like shows that you post on it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, most of those are pretty old. We
Okay.
don't really have a videographer yet. We need to get somebody out. My bass player knows some folks, and we want to start doing some videos and
Yeah.
videos to our songs, our
Right.
originals.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. And but yeah, those there we've got a few of them out there that are pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know if you saw the one past the point of rescue.
I don't think I saw that one, but I
You
will
should.
go back today and watch it for sure.
Yeah, look at that one. That's probably our best one out there.
Okay.
Past the
Perfect.
point of rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So I am definitely going to link who is going to see them at the link in the bottom so everybody can go to it. And are we coming out with a full new album with originals or you? I mean,
We have two more songs that they're
okay.
being edited right now. And they're coming out. You know that song that Mel Cher from Red Crown Tours
Yes.
he wrote called The Renegade.
Okay.
We actually took that song and redid it and made it more of a danceable song.
Oh, nice.
So, and then we added our own little stuff to it, and now it's going to be we're going to re-release it under a Lefty Martin band.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then we have another one called The Great Escape
Oh,
down in Mexico.
nice.
It's a made-up story about
Everybody likes
a
that.
girl,
Yeah.
and escaping from Mexico, and it's kind of it's just a fun song.
Yeah. Yeah.
and that'll be coming out here in probably in the next month or so.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So we'll have to get you back on when that comes out, you know?
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
So I love Mel. I love you. And thank you so much for coming. You've been a wonderful guest to talk to.
Thank
Um,
you, thank you.
so
You
everybody go,
too.
thank you. So
Thank you,
everybody go
James.
to leftymartincountry.com and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and
Thank you.
just follow all their music on everywhere. You know, so yeah, so we honestly love you, and we hope you come back anytime you want to. Okay,
See, your station is actually called When Words Fail Music. Is that
music
right?
speaks.
When Music Speaks. Oh, When
Yes.
Words Fail, Music Speaks. Well, I like to give a
Yeah.
shout out to you When Words Fail, Music Speaks, and I
Yeah.
appreciate your time. And thank you, James, Mr. James Cox. Appreciate everything you're doing here,
Sure.
and we'll hope to see you again.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
And for everybody else that's listening, thank you for listening. And always remember when words fail, music speaks. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.